Have you ever said that probably not for me before you even look the time to understand it? Sometimes we reject an opportunity because we don't understand it. And I used to be that person too. Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching from. Today is morning. I have this go live in the morning because I have a late work today. So it is 10:21 in the morning right now. Hello everyone. Good morning. And I know some of you are already close to midnight. So good evening everyone. And my name is Judy. I'm a wife living here in Ontario, Canada. I am originally from Mindanao, Philippines, and I am working full time while building a digital business on the side, and I am proud of it. Welcome everyone to another day of my Go Live challenge, and today is day 18. So, if you've been following me yesterday, we talked about what are you building or what are you building beside a paycheck. So, and we talked about learning new skills, often creating new possibilities for your future. Today, I want to take that conversation one step further because it's not, because it's not one thing to say. I want to learn something new, but it's another thing to actually take the time to understand what you're learning and why it might matter. And that's what I want to talk about today. Have you ever looked at something and immediately thought, that's not for me? Or maybe you saw something online and thought, I don't understand that. I'm not good with technology. I'm not good at it. I don't have time. I don't think I could do that. And maybe you were right. Maybe it genuinely wasn't for you. But here's the question. Did you actually learn difference between saying, I need to learn about it and decided it's not for me, and saying, I don't understand it, so I'm going to ignore it? So there's a big difference between those two phrases. Those are completely different, right? So, when I first started hearing digital business back then, I didn't understand it as well. So you're not alone. Honestly, I was curious, but I was also scared because, I was working that time. I am fine with my work. I was busy. And online business was completely new to me. And I didn't have a digital marketing background. I wasn't an expert. No, I wasn't. But instead of immediately saying, I can do that, I decided, let me learn first. So there's a difference between two phrases. I can do that, or let me learn first. So that simple decision opened a completely different chapter in my life. And this is exactly where today's topic connect with yesterday. Yesterday I asked, what are you building besides a paycheck? Today I'm asking, what are you willing to learn to build it? Because wanting more options is one thing, but developing yourself is another. You can create a new possibility without being willing to explore something you may not understand yet. And that's where learning comes in. When people hear the words online business, sometimes they imagine something very complicated. They might think, I need to be a computer expert. I need to know coding. I need thousands of followers. I need to be a professional marketer. But what wasn't, but that wasn't my experience. I had to learn from the beginning. I have to learn step by step the digital tools, the online marketing, about creating a content, about communication, building an online presence, and learning how the system works. Was it always easy? No. But I understand everything immediately. Absolutely no. Did I understand everything immediately? Absolutely no. But I didn't need to. I just keep learning. So, one thing I appreciate about the business I'm involved in is that I didn't have to figure out completely by myself, because we are following a training. We have a big community where coaches and mentors are there to help you. The people that already have gone through the process can help and guide you. And for someone like me, that was important, because when you're learning something completely new, sometimes the hardest question is, where do I begin? Having a system and people to learn from can make that process much easier to navigate, right? And this is especially for my fellow immigrants and hardworking full time employees. Maybe you're thinking, Judy, I already have a job. I do have a job. I have responsibilities. I do have responsibilities. And I don't have time to learn something complicated. Oh, no, it's not complicated. I understand that, because that's exactly why I don't tell people to just quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. You can learn while continuing to work. You can explore something before deciding whether it's right for you. You can take time to understand it. And that's exactly what I encourage people to do. And that is one reason why, as well, I want to mention tonight's webinar. If you've been watching my lives for the past 17 days and you've been wondering, okay, Judy, but what exactly is this business? Tonight is a great opportunity to actually learn, because a short live like this can only give so much information. The webinar goes deeper. You'll be able to learn more about what the business actually is, how the model works, what's involved, what kind of training is available, that support and community, and the process. How does it look like? And most importantly, you can decide for yourself if it's something that fits for you. I also want to make it very clear that you don't have to attend a webinar and immediately decide, I'm doing this. That's not the point. The point is to learn, listen, ask questions, understand it, then make your own decisions. Because I would rather someone say, I learned about it and decided it wasn't for me. Then I never look into it because I assume it wasn't for me. At least you made an informed decision. So let me ask you something. Have you ever avoided learning something because you assume it would be too difficult? Maybe technology, maybe business, maybe something completely different. Tell me in the comments, and maybe ask yourself, what would I learn if I stopped telling myself I couldn't? So today's advice is very simple. Don't make a decision based only on assumptions. If something interests you, learn about it. If naakay pangutana, ipangutana. If naakay wala na sabtan, pangitag ulaing ways nga maka-explain nimo about it. And if you learn about it and decide it's not for you, that's completely okay. But at least you know, because sometimes the biggest opportunity isn't the thing itself. Sometimes it's what learning something new does to you. It can create interest, it can increase your confidence. It can introduce you to new people. It can teach you new skills. It can change the way you think. And sometimes it can open a door you didn't even know existed. So if you've been following me and thinking, I've been curious, but I still don't really understand what Judy is talking about. So come tonight's free webinar. You don't have to commit to anything. Just come with an open mind. Listen, learn, ask questions, and see whether it makes sense for you. If you'd like the details or the registration link, send me a message and I'll be happy to share it with you. Okay? So, you remember yesterday's topic was about, are you building, what are you building besides a paycheck? And today, I'm asking, what are you willing to learn to prepare for that future? Because you don't have to have everything figured out today. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to know exactly where the journey will take you. Sometimes you just simply need to be curious enough to learn. Curious not just until there. Curious that you want to explore it. You want to learn about it. And I want to leave you this message. Don't reject a possibility because you don't understand it yet. Give yourself the chance to learn first. Okay, daghang salamat everyone for joining me today. So, if you've been curious about what I've been learning, tonight's webinar is a great place to start. Send me a message for the details. And if you know someone who's been curious about learning digital skills or exploring another options while working full time, feel free to share this live video with them. Thank you so much once again for being here. God bless everyone. Take care, and I'll see you on tonight's webinar as well as see you tomorrow's collab challenge. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. God bless. Have a great day.